Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back from the Yugioh Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup, back at Group E for the last time. As you see here, the decklist with the lowest amount of points is currently Nekroz from 2015 being Jinlock. It already had to take on Zodiac Beast and Electromite Turbo. It's now going to take on Danger Thunder. And as I've read in the comments, it's definitely one of the title candidates for at least the bottom part of this year's Cross-Banlist Cup. So let's take a look. First decklist, Danger Thunder, 43 cards, the Light of Sekka variant, but the full Guard Dragon package is present with Pain and LP. Pisty obviously as well. Nekroz, well, what can I say, right? Nekroz pretty much at full power, yeah, pretty much right. Focusing on the Volval Chain and of course Jinlock, one of the most consistent decks, I guess, but back in 2015, you didn't have too many hand traps, so that's of course something different, right? Which deck has the advantage? And as I've seen in the comments, yeah, it's going to be a dice roll match. Yeah. That's possible, yeah, definitely. I mean, going first has been important throughout the history of this game, ever since 2002. But, I mean, here it's definitely relevant. If you look at, Nekroz is going first. The deck definitely has the capability to put up an early Jinlock, even though it's not that convenient. I think it's Brionek, right? Brionek was summoned with the Jin Releaser of Rituals, and I'm honest, my outs for Jinlock, Bigfoot, I guess, Bigfoot. So I was like, I had Bigfoot, and I was like, okay, I still have a chance, I can keep revealing Bigfoot, hopefully it's eventually going to get picked and, discarded. And I was like, okay, let's reveal it, let's go for it, and it was discarded. Yes. So I can pop, the Brionek and go from there. So no Jinlock, I can't special summon, Colossus is there, yes, kinda keep me in the duel, but Nekroz, as soon as, if you don't want Nekroz to advance its game state, just, don't get rid of their field. Just leave Volval Chain, leave the weak Clauseless on the field, even though it could negate, your, at least, yeah, in this case, my Colossus, right? But that's the thing, they can't use or search their spells, even though a Colossus would have been negated by Clauseless. But yeah, long story short, I can put up basically my entire combo. So it's Yugioh for some extra attack points, Colossus is there. Titanic Galaxy didn't really matter too much. So I'm honest, the Bigfoot early on was so crucial. Game number 2, I side-decked in Gamma's Twin Twister as well, because of Vanity's Emptiness. And something else. Can't remember which card. Lancia, that's the card. So the Gamma here was so crucial. Is it Senju? It kind of first of all prevents the surge, obviously, but second of all prevents Nekroz from getting out a second level 4 monster. So that kind of makes it sure that your opponent will not end on Jinlock, unless of course they already had a Jin in hand, right? So they can't really send it to the graveyard with Volval Chain. Put up a weak Colossus because I think it was under Maxi. But again, that kind of forces Nekroz to make some awkward plays. And here I do have a couple of options. So I was like, okay, let's reveal Nessie and hope any Nessie is discarded. So I can either search Bigfoot to pop Castel and eventually Emptiness, or I can search out. I believe I searched Jackalope. Yeah, Jackalope with a 2k defense, very similar or equal to the attack stat like Castel. So I was like, I'm just going to stall it out, see what happens, because if I maybe went for Bigfoot to pop Castel, I feel Nekroz could have survived, well, obviously, but, could have maybe gone, well, Trishula maybe, probably not. But, I mean, let him advance his game state more compared to, my resources back at that moment, right? And those Maxis definitely hurt, and I was like, well, I can't establish my board, but again, I'm honest, I'm lucky. Like, look at that hand, it's full of Trishula, well, You know what I mean? Any Brionek, Manju, Senju is going to close the duel in favor of Nekroz, but not the case, and I can capitalize on that with those broken cards. 3 Wyver Burstar, 3 Collapse Serpent, and what is it called? Landfall Linkus? The generic link to opening up those extra monster zones, eventually searching Devianart because Diablos is already in the graveyard, going for the broken Agarpain, and yeah, I mean, this is basically full combo. Valkyrus could still be there, not sure if we have information, probably not. I didn't use Eradicator, that's also a card I side-decked in, but that wasn't the case. Even then, right, there's Colossus that prevents the search, I have the Red Dragon to negate, like, any activation, well, like an effect, right? So that's all cool. So game number 3, and I go second, and I see my hand, and I was like, ugh. Terrible. Like, obviously driver, yeah, obviously you're drawing that. What's it called? The Bro Tower, that's not the best. The Crusadia cards, but Genlock. Again, Thunder Dragon, okay, that's cool, that could turn on a Colossus, but nope, I'm still on a Genlock, and this was an iffy play. I'm just setting myself up to get Trishalat, right, by discarding that Thunder Dragon, but it's not going to matter too much, but well, yeah, in hindsight, the better play would have been just set something and pass, not discard my Thunder Dragon so that, Trishula could, well, I guess that Bigfoot, again, could have been an out, but that's it. But it's fine though. So going first now. 2-1, and I need to win this one to, have like the big win over Nekroz this time, but I get next seat. And I was like, okay, I can still recover. Give my opponent a +1, right? 2 draws, +1. And on Colossus. So again, prevent all the searches that should stop Nekroz in its tracks. No Manju, no Senju, no Clauselus, no Brionek. There are outs. Basically the same outs to Genlock back then, if it was mirror match Nekroz. And I was like, okay, the Eclipse, Book of Eclipse, puts everything face down, and Eradicator as a follow-up play. And the iffy thing is that I was well aware that there could have been an emptiness, and maybe I should have called traps. Big brain play, but the thing is that Unicorn would have hit the board, right? And look at my hands. I mean, yeah, that's the thing, right? Unicorn is going to negate the potential well, if Colossus would have been able to hit the field, probably not. But, yeah, I mean, I think I was, done for either way. So also important, game number 5, go first and again get Maxi. Like, Jesus Christ, Maxi at 3 is so ridiculous. Again get booked, so I was like, oh, come on, all the outs. So okay, I still have 1 set. Is it Eradicator again? So Eradicator can still get me back in a duel. 1 set. So okay, this is not that strong of a play, so I can still capitalize on that. Colossus is going to, this could put the the Colossus to 0 attack and negate its effect. But eventually going for Eradicator, call traps obviously, so I can establish my board. But Maxi number 2. Okay. I have this because again, Lancia is there. So I'm kind of safe for a big Trishula play, whatever. And again, if, well, my opponent could like suicide with Clauselus and then, try to search, because again, an empty field and search, or at least banish the ritual spell from the graveyard. But again, that's like a play that sets you open, or at least you'll run into Lancia if it's there. So I can kind of get this particular play, negating an extra deck monster with Clauselus plus Unicorn, negating everything, from the extra deck. But, I mean, this is Danger Thunder, right? Devianart is going to clean both threats. I mean, if there is no, what is it called? Vanity's Emptiness? I mean, it was destroyed. Okay, it was there. Okay, yeah, it was there. But Eradicator also, yeah, I mean, both side decks coming in clutch. Eradicator, Twin Twister earlier in one of the previous duels, there was Maxi, which was also side decked in, I guess. Emptiness, as I've mentioned before. Lancia is still, yeah, okay. So I'm super safe. Again, Lancia for the, well, okay, I mean, Clauselus is there, prevents the search. I have the Red Dragon to negate everything once, right? Plus Lancia for whatever reason, I mean, yeah. It's there ever since the beginning, so I feel that this was a much harder duel than expected, especially after those first 2 duels. But, I mean, as expected, if you look at Nekroz, Chinlock, it's easy. I mean, if you have the out, yes. If you don't have the out, GG well played. Same counts for Emptiness, and both these cards kinda, you know, got Nekroz there in game number 3 and 4, right? Anyway, so Nekroz, 2 points, 4 in total, plus Danger Thunder is sure about the first place and already will move on to the top 16 playoffs. And next matchup, what can I say? The deck that wins this one will move on to the top 16 playoffs as well. So either Zodiac Beast or Electromite Turbo, right? And that's the Fusion Sub version. Okay, like always, feel free to leave predictions, guys. That's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Big Game signing out. Peace.